What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of Operation 2022. So last week I put a poll up on Instagram asking what you guys wanted to see in this next episode, and a couple of the options were another workout walkthrough, some diet stuff, and then the most popular one was my home gym walkthrough and a breakdown of what it all costs and how I did it. So that's what we're going to do in this video, so let's get into it. Before we go into the home gym tour, I want to address the reasons to why I did this. I think this is the most kind of popular question I get with regards to the home gym outside of what it all cost is, why'd you do this? Why did you go through all the effort of getting all this equipment, setting it up, painting this place and all the other things that went involved with this, spending the money, when you have access to a gym yourself, right? You go to a gym, you train at a gym, train clients at a gym, all that kind of stuff. So I'll break down, the top 3 reasons. The biggest one, I would say, is a little bit looking ahead. So, my fiance and I, we plan to get married next year. We want to start a family within the next few years. And for anybody that is a regular avid gym goer like myself, the time that takes out of your day. So for me, if I'm training for, let's say, an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is probably pretty reasonable, and my drive to the gym's 15-20 minutes there, 15-20 minutes back, that's easily 3 hours out of my day. And that is, looking ahead, 3 hours away from my family, spending time with my family, spending time with my future kids, whatever that may be. And that's just not something I wanted to do. A lot of the, older bodybuilders I look up to, they have setups like this because they want to be able to spend time with their family. And that's something that went into consideration when, building this place and wanting to do this. Another big reason is some of the equipment that I wanted, I just didn't have access to at the gym I was going to. The gym that I went to before was awesome. The atmosphere was good. The equipment they did have was good, but there was a few pieces that they didn't have that I really wanted to use on a regular basis. And, I didn't want to have to go between 1 or 2 gyms, having 2 memberships to do certain exercises on this day, certain exercises on this day, at this gym. That was just more of a hassle that I wanted to deal with. So I figured if I could get a space and get everything that I wanted, then that would just solve that problem right away. And then another big factor, which is the newest factor, is, man, if everything shuts down again, I don't want to go without a gym. If you guys followed me beforehand, you saw that I built this wooden squat rack, and I was doing squats outside and rows and deadlifts and stuff like that. And it was raining and it was cold and it just wasn't great. And then at the time I was in an apartment and I had a couple little dumbbells and weights and bands and stuff. And it was just, if I'm honest, it was shit. It was not a good time. So for me, for how much training, for how much bodybuilding means to me, this was a no-brainer when it came to looking ahead. And hopefully nothing shuts down again. But if it does, I'm going to be more than prepared. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest factor. So let's go through the tour. I'll show you what we got here, and you guys can see what we've made. Okay, so first off, I'm going to put kind of the prices of what I paid for everything on screen. I didn't buy anything new, so this didn't cost nearly as much as it would if I bought everything new. I don't remember off the prices off the top of my head, so like I said, I'll put them on screen. So starting right here, when you walk in, this is a treadmill Carrie and I had. We had it back at our old house, and it's followed us all the way here. I broke it upon moving it, so it can't stand up like most treadmills do, so I can't tuck it out of the way, but for getting warmed up, it's super handy. Moving down this line, little weight tree that I bought from a gym that closed, and it came with all the plates that I have. So I've got a pair of 10s, pair of 5s, 2.5s, 25s, I've got 35s, and a bunch of 45s as well. Here is a Smith machine that I bought from a gym that was closing. It's smooth, but it's definitely not the best Smith machine on the planet. It's super rickety, but as far as the bar moving, it's good. It's just not full-on commercial grade. Here is an adjustable bench I got from the same gym that I got the weight tree at. It goes up and down from a flat to various inclines. It doesn't do decline though. Over in the corner, just some various bars and stuff that I picked up from gyms and people that have loaned them to me. But one of them's broken, but that's okay. Over here, you've got various mismatched dumbbells, again, that I've picked up from gyms and stuff like that. So I don't have as much as I want. I'd like to get a couple kind of in the middle because I have 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, and then before I got that other weight tree over there, it went from 20, I had 40s as well at the time, and then it jumped all the way up to 90, which is obviously not ideal. But then a friend of mine, client of mine, Jeff, he ended up snagging a bunch of equipment as well, and he let me take that weight tree off of him, which had 20s, or no, it had 25, 30, 35, and then another set of 40s. So that worked out really well. This thing is a landmine attachment that I just got propped under here, and does the trick, just a good old landmine attachment, so you pop the bar in the end and then you can do all kinds of stuff with that, and the weight of the dumbbells is obviously holding that down. Over here, kind of the big piece that I got, this was a chore to move. It was a pain in the butt to take apart, but thankfully for the boys that helped me do this, you know who you are. I greatly appreciate that. So it's 4 sides. Here you have a dual cable attachment for rows and all kinds of stuff there. On this side is a back support. So I like to do triceps with this. You can do crunches and everything as well. On this far side over here, you have an adjustable one. So this goes up and down from top to bottom with a single attachment. And then on the far side, you have a lat pull down attachment, which has 2 handles as well. In that far corner, you guys can see that rack over there. That's just where I store all my handles and attachments and stuff. And the guy that sold me this just gave me that, which was super nice. And then on the floor there, you've got some kettlebells and stuff that I use with clients. This next piece, yeah, kettlebells. It's lying hamstring curl. So this one and the chest fly, which you'll see in a bit, I got together. So these are good. They're Paramount brand, which I hadn't heard of prior to that, but before I bought them, I looked it up and they got good reviews, and it's good, it's durable, it's good quality, so I can't really complain. Over here, we've got the Cybex leg extensions. So Cybex, if you guys are familiar with gym equipment, is one of the top brands out there. So once I saw this up for sale, I couldn't not buy it, so we snagged it. It is super heavy. It's a 290-pound stack with the adjustable ones that go on top of it as well. So it goes up to 305, which is more than I'll probably ever need. So really happy with that. It does have a couple rips in it, which is an easy fix, but as far as the machine itself, it works really well. Over on this side is a plate-loaded squat, but you can do tons of stuff with it. I do shoulders with it, which feels amazing. I can do calves with it, which is obviously good. I got this and a couple other pieces from Regan Grimes, one of his gyms, well, his gym, the FlexPlex. He was downsizing it, so he was getting rid of quite a bit of equipment. So I saw this up for sale with the 2 other pieces, so I snagged them together. On it, it has a bunch of storage for plates, so that's usually where I put a bunch of the heavier plates. All these kind of classic York steel 45-pound plates. I like the steel. It just gives you that old school, like, kind of hard, clangy vibe, which I like. The newest piece here is an Icarian hack squat. So again, if you're familiar with gym equipment, along with Cybex, Icarian is a very good quality brand. So this is the newest piece I just got like a week ago. This was the last big piece I wanted for the gym, was a hack squat, and obviously a good one. You can get like these hack squat leg press combos that are okay, but I wanted something more durable if I could. So I saw this up for sale and I snagged it. The only thing it didn't come with was a bar to load the plates on, so I just went to Home Depot and got a steel bar, and it works like a charm. Over here, come around this way, we've got the chest fly and reverse pec deck. So these arms obviously adjust, so you can do reverse pec deck for rear delts and then chest fly. So I got that piece with the lying hamstring curl. Again, good quality, even though it's Paramount. I looked it up and it said it was good. This one was from Regan, so this is the adductor machine, so it only goes in, you can't go out, so it's just for kind of your inner thigh. And then on the back here, I got him to sign it for me, which was pretty cool. So he autographed it, which is kind of neat. So yeah, it's again, like the leg extension is very heavy, so there's no way I'm gonna be maxing that out anytime soon. Down here, we've got the makeshift leg press. So this was posted online as a leg press, but it's supposed to be a hack squat, and they had welded this foot plate on, which is totally fine because it works like a charm. And for the price he had it up for, to buy a leg press as good as this feels would probably have costed 3 or 4 times what I bought it for. Behind me here, another one that I got from Regan, chest supported T-bar row. This thing is great because it takes all the pressure off your lower back. You can just lay against it and do your rows. You've got various handles here. So that piece, the adductor, and the squat machine were what I got from Regan. And then I guess the last main piece was the squat rack. Every good gym needs a squat rack or a power rack. So it has the safety bars and then your attachments there. This bar here is the one that I mainly use. It was loaned to me by a friend, and it's a great bar. He hasn't asked for it back, so I'm going to keep it for now. And then it's got the pull-up attachments at the top as well. So really good quality rack. Can't really complain about that. And then on the back wall behind, just where I've kind of made it a little personal, we've got the Team Rollins wall. So I've got some of the medals and trophies I've got over the year, and then clients and stuff like that, and some other photos and stuff. So I'm gonna make it more personal eventually. It just takes time. So yeah, that's the tour. There's the tour, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, giving you a breakdown of all the equipment that I have in my little home gym. It's definitely not to the extent as big commercial gyms, but for what I need, for what I wanted, I'm really happy, and for the price I was able to pay for everything, I really couldn't be upset about that. So this is where I'm going to be training for the foreseeable future, and going to be making some gains in here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Another episode of Operation 2022. And if you did like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.